Right, we've got to take the guts out of this wheel and put it in that wheel. As you can see, this tyre is not very well. So, put the guts back in the other one and I can get Alex's sidecar rolling properly.
Any immediate things to consider?
On these?
Well, when taking apart.
No, not really. I mean, you want to keep all the bearings that are in it, but when this isn't a proper build as such. I'm just getting it so I can get the bike rolling. Yeah. But normally you just check all your bearing sizes. Right, so we've got 1, 2. So far I've only got 2 star washers. 3 star washers, so we're 2 of them missing. So we need to get a kit for that. Okay, so that's your outer cover. And you've got an oil seal, which is cork, and that's clearly had it. And that's your inner. So your gasket. One of the star washers still underneath, which is wrong. And in there you have one of those, then one of those, then one of those, and then your outer shims on there, look, very thin shims. So that just packs up and down your bearing spacing, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So now you have to spin him over. Sometimes all the bearings fall out, but it doesn't matter. Right. And in there you've got a big circlip, that's it. Get our circlip pliers. That is that side, and it goes there. Then you've got your central piece, yeah, which is your hub basically. So that there is another cork oil seal, and that's your cover. Just sits in there, yeah. Hold him down. So that's that. Then in this side you've got another circlip. Sometimes they have holes in, sometimes they're like a tapered edge thing.
Yeah. And
they can be a right bugger to get out. Okay. And that's that. And your bearing will lift out. There's one bearing missing there, which might have come out somewhere. Let's see what's come out the other side. Okay, so that's now empty, that one. Okay. It's easy enough to do, so let's get the hub off. Sorry, the drum. You get a special extra long Allen key for them. These, if I'm doing them now, it's a common thing on these for those to come undone. So I always tend to put thread lock on them now.
Okay. Because
they do, as in if you look on that one, there's only 3 in there and they're all loose and the other 2 are missing. This has only got 3 in it because Alex took the other 2. she's on there. So let's get a hammer and a punch. Yeah, this is off a sidecar. Clearly it's never had any of the sidecar brakes in it, by the rust and everything that's in there.
Yeah.
So when we restore it, it'll all have to be got. I mean, that is on there, isn't it? But all, I mean, I'm hitting this obviously to get it off, but all of this will be re-powder coated, spokes rebuilt, you know, the lot.
How's it so stuck?
Just probably
Age?
never. I mean, it has been off of there because these were the spokes were never painted. They should be parkerized,
Right.
and there should be cadmium plated nipples. So it's probably just been painted over, stuck on there. Age, yeah, combination of everything, I think. It is well and truly on there, that one, isn't it? Let's go in. Right, that's got that. Yeah, it's just paint and what they've got left around it. It's unusual. Right, that's the end of that wheel. I thought these were the same as WLC hubs and they had an extra pin in them, but maybe the sidecar ones are different. I have to look it up, see. Oh, itchy hand.
Doesn't that mean snow, doesn't it?
I don't know, does it? So I'm not really too worried about how clean and tidy everything is at the moment, because it's just to get the bike rolling, you know. So you go to your drum side first, which is the bigger of the two bearings. Okay, so we know we're missing one of those. So your bearing drops in first. That way, then one circlip goes in. That's your one circlip in, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Drop your centre through. Right, he's a bit tight, but I'm not worried about that. It's probably the paint that's on the inside of there. It's just to get it rolling around. Then if you're doing it, you put your new oil seal in. Sometimes they can be quite tight, and then you put that washer in with the recess going downwards, so you've got a top hat to the top.
Yep.
He goes in there, and then your next circlip. Make sure it's seated in a groove. Off with the drum up and flip her over. Right, if you look, see what I was saying about those extra locating holes sometimes you get on the drums?
Yeah.
So you've got standard hole, countersunk hole. So normally on those drums you have locating pins that go through the standard hole.
Yeah.
And then you just put your wheel nuts back in on the tapered holes, countersunks, yeah? Like I say, normally thread lock these, but it's irrelevant at the moment because this is just to get the bike rolling, like I said. You want to crank these up tight, but at the moment, like I say again, it's just to get it rolling. So. Right, on the other side, when you put it together, first of all, you've got a big shim washer, yeah? That takes the load of the bearing and everything, so you drop him in first, and that sits on your centre hub, and your bearing. Then you have one of them sits there, yeah, and your big top hat which sits on there, and another one with the point on. If you look in these, they've got a point, yeah? Yeah. So that lines up to stop all of those shimming bushes moving. You don't want them spinning round because they'll just chew themselves to death.
Yeah.
So before that goes on there, I mean the oil seals had it, but at the moment I'll just assemble it all back together, yeah? So you have a gasket, inner cover, you've got to line those 2 points up, and line the points up with that. Oil seal goes on the other side of that, with a knob. It goes on the outer one, not the inner one. Line that up with that. Put your gasket on. Line that up with that. So that's all lined up. Your oil seal. That should be flat. I just bashed the death out of it for some strange reason. But basically that ridge there should be flat. These should be parkerized. You can get them in chrome cab or parkerized, but we're doing this one military, I think, so basically everything that you don't, you don't see as such is parkerized. And for in and out play, that very top layer just has a little tiny, I think they're 7th thou shims. But again, just for what we're doing, it's just a matter of getting it rolled in. Right, well that's it basically, just swapping that over. So we can put that back on the bike now, at least she'll roll, you know.
Perfect.
It's nice and tight on that bearing, which shouldn't be tight, so I know. But it, as I say, it's just to get it all moving.
Yeah.
So we go and pop that on if you want.
Nice.
Right, let's go next door. Yeah, so it's got no brake internals in it at all. Should be a bar that comes down here and goes through that big cross tube to link up with the rear brake rod on that side.
Yeah.
But obviously it's all missing. I think you can pretty much get all of it. If not, Alex has got another one, so we can fabricate what we need to. Okay. Again, nothing needs to be tight at the moment. Now, Lewis.
Beauty.